Okay. That was interesting. It just sat there loading and loading, saying going live, going live, going live, going live, going live, and then nothing came out of it. So I had to restart. Hopefully you guys can hear me after all that. Oh, and someone sent me an email. Hello. I'm just trying to do something here. Okay. What's up, everyone? I am the Kaiju no Kami, but you already know that by now because you just like to hear me talk. I mean, I like to hear me talk. So, yeah. Today I'm going to do something a bit different than what I normally do with my live stream Q&As. I'm still going to go through your comments, but I wanted to do something fun. I got this idea the other day. I'm going through Amazon and I'm reading some reviews on this Spider-Man pack, and I'm like, this would be funny to make fun of. Why don't I do that in my next live stream Q&A? So here we are. So I'll get to that in just a moment. I hope you guys are doing all good. I am on Thanksgiving break. Oh, it's nice. And then after this week, it's 4 more weeks before Christmas break. And then it's a long haul of like 2 months before another big break. I have been watching the Kamen Rider Kuga Blu-ray. I have 2 discs left. Let's see, what else have I done? I have been watching Q Ranger. I am up to episode 35. I finished that the other day. Some of you on Twitter might have seen my little joke about episodes 33 and 34 with the Undertaker of just when I thought Toei was finally toning down Yosha Lucky, here comes episodes 33 and 34. Because, let's pull it up. Drive, Q Ranger. Here's my Yosha Lucky counter. You see there, it kind of like slows down there. And I was like, oh, nice. And then we go into the next batch of episodes and just when I thought they were chilling out. And he did it also 6 times in the movie, which I'm not going to include that in the counter for the series. But I'm not really going to do a counter for the series. I'm just going to tell you how many times I counted. That'd be too much. That'd be like a year's worth of editing to just edit every single Yosha Lucky. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I have not touched Alba Ranger Nexus or anything after episode 4 of 5-Man yet. I have not received any more DVDs from Mill Creek, so I'm assuming the ones they sent to the old apartment that got shipped back are gone for review copies, so I'll have to buy them at some point. Since it'll be a while before I review them anyway, I'm in no rush. Unless they go like on a good sale over Christmas time. All right. Let's see who's in the chat, and then I'll move on to my Amazon review. Well, I'll start with the Spider-Man one I was talking about and go on from there. Let's see. We've got... I actually don't know how to read your name. C. I'm just going to say C for the moment. I know it's Russian. All right. So, welcome, C. Hello, Anthony Sarkis. How is your going? Is good or bad? Because my day was very interesting. Okay. Games by Mark Wolf. Hey, Kaiju, what's up? Shinobi03, nice to see you on here. Captain Yo Crunch 45, hello. Nick Cooper. Nice to see you here as well. Johnny Nicole, what's up? Or Johnny Go. Scorn, hey man. Nice. I'm glad to hear that God of War Ragnarok is good. I have it on my Christmas list because I'm not going to have time to play it anytime before Christmas. Unless it ends up becoming part of the like if there's a buy two get one free sale over Christmas time or before Christmas, then I'll probably pick it up, but I'm not going to get the chance to play it till Christmas break anyway at the minimum. So I don't see a reason to rush out and buy it. Kim T, hello. Lane Kramer, good morning on my end. Draco Scorpio, hi everyone. Mecha, do you think we'll be in Cosmic Fury because we only have 10 episodes? Why is Cosmic Fury only 10 episodes? Is that just like season 1 for Cosmic Fury? This 10 episodes, like the first part of it? Is it just Netflix is just dropping 10 episodes at the start and then there'll be like more? How is it only 10 episodes? And from what from I hear, it's the Q Ranger Mac, so it just depends on what Q Ranger footage they take. I miss school breaks. Thoughts on Kevin Conroy's death? Yeah. That royally sucked, especially because I chose to get Phil Lamar's autograph at Denver Comic Con a few years ago rather than his, because I was like, well, I only have money for one autograph. I want Kevin Conroy, but I want Phil Lamar because Phil Lamar also does Samurai Jack, and Samurai Jack had just ended, so he had a Samurai Jack print at his table. So I was like, I'll go with him because that Samurai Jack print probably won't be there forever, and it's got a coup on it, which doesn't matter because Tara Strong autographed over a coup, which I was like, no. So I figured I'd get Kevin Conroy a few years down the line, and yeah, that we saw how that turned out. That royally sucked. Do you like Dark Empire Jotunheim from Kira Major? Yeah, they were nice to see an actual empire that had some sort of development after so long of crap. Netkran002, Russian Wanderer, Yoshilucky. Favorite dessert? Favorite dessert? Ooh. Godiva cheesecake from chocolate. Actually, no. Well, Cheesecake Factory, yes, but there's this place we have this restaurant called White Chocolate Grill. They have the most amazing white chocolate brownie with ice cream, with chocolate melted, and white chocolate shavings on with the whipped cream. It is so good. Oh. I also love pecan pie. Lucky is my favorite Q Ranger. Don't watch my Q Ranger review when I get it out then. No idea, Lane Kramer, if Mill Creek is going to finally get Ultraman Taiga. Russian Double Z is not anime, so I don't know what you're talking about. I love the opening song. I am super excited for the Mill Creek release of Kamen Rider Black. Or not Mill Creek, wow. Discotheque release of Kamen Rider Black. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. What Ultra series you recommend for a first-time Ultra fan? 7, Tiga, X, or Orb. Those are the ones I'd recommend first. X is a great modern series that's in is more like a traditional Ultra show. Orb is very story driven, but it's not like your typical Ultra series, which is what makes it so great. 7 is just pure perfection. It's all these incredible sci-fi stories, horror stories that have an Ultra character in them. And Tiga is just awesome. It's hard to describe Tiga, but every cast member gets a couple episodes of development for our main cast, which is a rarity among Ultra series. The commander is competent. It's just, and the fights are just awesome. And it has some really spectacular some of the best monsters and aliens in the entire franchise that are horribly underutilized. My real name is Chris. All right, gotcha, Chris. Anthony Sarkis, did you know that there is a video on YouTube with a compilation of all Lucky saying? I did not know that. I should check that out and see if his counter matches mine. I know there's a couple times I think I've missed the Yosho Lucky because I was tired, so I was kind of falling asleep. But I want to see how his matches mine. I mean, I'll take Amazon over eBay, but I really would prefer it if I could shop somewhere that wasn't Amazon. The problem is Amazon shipping is so quick and their return policy is so simple that it's hard to hate. Andreas, have you watched Black Sun yet? Yes, Karelika and I did a spoiler talk of it. It'll be in the videos. It wasn't bad. There were things I loved, things I hated. Best and worst Gundam Girl Russian. Best is obviously Haman Karn. Worst, toss up between Flay Alistair from Seed and the annoying girl from Victory, whose name I can't think of right now. Cadelia? No, not Cadelia. I can't think of her name right now. Lord knows if I was lucky to buy that 200 special collector's edition of Ragnarok, I would, because they had nice goodies. The problem with that $200 edition of God of War Ragnarok is it didn't come with an actual physical copy of the disc. Like, what's the point of spending $200 on a special edition that doesn't even have the frickin' disc in the frickin' case? That makes no sense to me. I'm liking Cosmos so far on the third disc of it, but typical Amazon damaged the case and spine art was damaged. That sucks. I hope you ordered a replacement. I did get your email, Mark Wolf. I just haven't had the chance to really look at it yet. This was a busy week because we had a late start day and the last day before Thanksgiving break. We had an assembly schedule and all this other stuff happening over the week. And we had a lot of people out for being sick, so I didn't really get to actually read it yet, but I did see it there. Oh, speaking of which, I had a book I was going to share you that one of my subscribers, Stan Young, sent me. And now, I don't know where I put it. I thought I had it right there. Well, shoot. Maybe I'll look for it real quick in a stream when I go grab water. But I don't know why. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying though, I did see your Godzilla email. I just haven't looked at it yet. Thoughts on movie reaction videos on YouTube? Specifically what, Johnny? Ultraman Gaia. Gaia's good as well. I saw the Gamera is coming back. It's Netflix, so yeah. We'll see. I also heard it's going to be an anime, and I'm very worried considering their track record. I also hope it's just not CGI Gamera. Like, it's an actual. I hope if it's live action, it's an actual suit, and if it is animation, it's actual animation, not that CGI crap. Burgers or burritos? Burgers all the way. I'm not a burrito person. So it'll be a Gamera anime series. All right. Let me go through a few more, and then I'm going to read off these reviews on Amazon for Spider-Man and find a few more. Why not? Are you good at drawing? I like to think so. I used to draw all the time. I drew my own characters for a novel I had been for a book I was writing that I wrote, then I rewrote, and then I just kind of got knocked on the back burner because life got in the way. Let's see. I prefer Chinese food. Drink alcohol? Well, I guess I had a sip of one of my mom's drinks back when I was a kid, and it was like, blah. For beer, it was like, nope, not for me. Wine's not bad, but I haven't actually drank wine in, like 25 years, 30 years, something like that. But those are just really sips, nothing big. I just prefer either water, or chocolate milk, or pop. Depends what I'm eating. If it's most things, I'll drink with water, but if it's sometimes, I'll usually have pop for dinner, unless we go out for lunch, then I'll get pop at lunch and just have water for dinner. Very rarely do I have like pop twice in one day. And most of the time it's just a bottle of pop. I mean, if we're at a restaurant, I'll get refills, but usually if we're just at home, it's one bottle of pop with dinner. That's usually about as much as that I don't drink, or that I don't have that's not water, because even chocolate milk or hot chocolate is a rarity. I don't like coffee. I think coffee tastes disgusting. It tastes like bitter hatred. And it doesn't matter how much sugar you put in there, it still tastes like bitter hatred. Okay, what about Jeed? Would you recommend that as well? Yeah, Jeed's not bad either. I prefer Orb over Jeed, though. My favorite episode of Ultra 7 is 43, when they go to the planet run by robots disguised as people. That is one of my favorite episodes, too. I really, really like that episode. It's so weird. Okay. I'm going to make this easy, actually. Let's go up until I get to this comment that it needs me to approve. This way, there'll be a good pausing point for comments. Then will you get and review Hokkaido, Zeram, and Zebra Man? I don't know Russian. They're not anywhere near on my priority list. I actually forgot I knew Hokkaido came out on Blu-ray. I didn't know that Zeram, like the anime Zeram, and Zebra Man. I didn't even know Zebra Man came out in America. Is it that awful movie from the 2000s? This is coincidence, since I got the Dawn Blesser from Amazon yesterday. Awesome, Mr. Cool Guy. Or Mr. Cool Guy. Awesome. What is your favorite Evil Sentai organization? The Saima Clan in Go-Go 5. They are my favorite. And then Gorma, the Londars family, the villains from Flash Mess. Looking forward to the upcoming Winnie the Pooh horror movie? No. No. No, I'm not. Nope. No, not Shakti. Russian, not Shakti. From Victory Gundam? No, the blonde-haired girl. Unless you're talking about something else. Nick Cooper, speaking of Ultraman, I just watched the episode where it had the monster eating pearls and it was garbage, plus the monster was ugly to look at, his roar sounded like a broken trumpet. Yeah, I don't like that episode at all. The girl from Victory Gundam is Shakti. No, I don't think it's Shakti. Hold on. Victory Gundam. Is it Shakti? No, Katagina. Katagina is the one I hate. I can't stand Katagina. Okay. Let's go here, because that's a comment I have to approve, because that'll be my point. Let's see. All right. Let me read these reviews to you guys on Amazon. for this Spider-Man 5-pack, which consists of Ultimate Symbiote Spidey, which was a crappy figure, Silvermane, Human Fly, Molten Man, and Razorback. Now, I'm not saying the pack is perfect, but these reviews are kind of ridiculous. All right, we've got review number 1. An unusual assortment for sure. I'm torn on this set. The price comes out. Oh, and let me tell you, he gave it 3 stars. I'm torn on this set. The price comes out to about $25.50 or 60 cents per figure, which is about what we're paying per figure now anyway. But considering there's no Build-A-Figure here, it feels a bit steep. The characters are very much C-level Spider-Man foes, which depending on your collecting style, you'll either love or hate. I actually love that we're getting such obscure characters, but this is probably not the set for you. Wait. Oh, but this is probably not the set you want to get your son or daughter for Christmas. Oh, and the symbiote Spider-Man in this set reminds me a lot of the version in the old Ultimate Spider-Man video game. So that's fun, but again, might not ring any bells for the kiddies. What does that have to do with the figures at all? Like, why would I care if I'm just a collector reading these reviews, which obviously I am. I see this 3 stars. What does not buying this set for your kid at Christmas have to do with the products themselves? Like, why is this a 3-star set? Like, what's wrong with the figures? I'm seeing 3 stars and we go, oh my god, are these figures defective? Are they poorly done, poorly painted? Are they bad paint apps? Oh, you don't want to get your son or daughter this for Christmas. Okay. Why do I care what someone else does? I just want to know how the figures are. Like, okay. So why is this only 3 stars? Like, what is wrong with the set to warrant 3 stars? But okay. 2-star review. Hilarious price, but picked it up anyway. I like an Ultimate Spider-Man size symbiote suit, and the rest are literally garbage, aside from the figure they include no accessories with. Warthog. You mean Razorback? I mean, if you're gonna bitch about the figures, you might as well at least get the damn names right on the figures. He looks so cool, but they didn't both doing anything with him. I'm assuming it's supposed to be, but they didn't bother doing anything with him. I'm confused. You said the rest are literally garbage, aside from the figure that included no accessories with. So, but you say he looks cool, but they didn't bother doing anything with him. But you just said he except for him, he's great. So, what? Ouch. And this grammar. Molten Man is just yuck. Okay, Silvermane is also nice. Spider-Man is purple as hell and it looks awesome in my opinion. Still, stupidly priced. Okay, well, 1. Did someone point a gun to his head and make him buy this set at full price? Because no one did that for me and I still willingly bought it. Yeah, I don't care about the Spider-Man. I actually think the Spider-Man in this set sucks and the other figures are great. But I mean, really? How? Okay, like why did you buy the set then if you didn't like the price and you didn't like the selection of figures? You knew what you were getting. It's not like Hasbro I said it was a mystery box and you don't know what figures you're getting and then you get in and like, "Oh, this sucks." Like what why would you It's just weird to give something 2 stars because you chose to buy the set and didn't like it even though you chose to buy it when you knew in advance what you were getting. So that's kind of am I the only one that thinks this here? Like, oh, that price is crap. Those figures suck, but I'm buying it anyway. Like, okay, congratulations. His picture is also kind of weird because I don't know if you can see it, is probably not coming up very well because it's not coming up on my end. But Molten Man looks huge with the way he positioned Molten Man to the other figures. Oh, I guess he's on a flight stand. That's why he looks bigger. But I'm like, Molten Man is not that big. Okay, but here's the one that gets me. 1 star. Windowless packaging strikes again. My Molten came with 2 of the same flaming fist. Can't get a replacement because they're sold out. I expected more for a $130 set. Unacceptable. Okay, I get being pissed off when you get quality control issues. I get it all the time. It sucks. However, yes, I don't like windowless boxes. I don't like them one bit. You can't see the figures. However, windowless box. Windowless box. Windowless packaging. Windowless box. Actually, this one's kind of cool though, because it's like a TV set. But I don't like windowless packaging. However, this is an Amazon exclusive. Means you can only get it online. How would having a window make it any different? Like, I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, okay, cool. Would a window there really make it different when you order from Amazon? You get it. Do you really think the Amazon people, the warehouse workers, are like, okay, this guy, all right, we've got an order here from HR Hufflepuff. Oh, let's see. We've got a Spider-Man box set. I'm going to pick and choose to ship him the one that doesn't look defective. No, they're not going to do that. They're just going to grab the first box on their little warehouse shelf, put it in the cart, and move along. They are not going to inspect your package for you. So complaining about windowless packaging for an online exclusive product is a bit weird. Again, am I the only one that thinks this? I mean, as I said, I don't like windowless packaging. And yeah, this is annoying because this will be sold in GameStop stores. But, like, this, from my understanding, is online exclusive as well. So if it's online exclusive, then what's the big deal? You can't see it anyway till you get it in the box to begin, till you actually get it in your hand to begin with. So, yeah. What? And then, let's see. I try to remember it was Kamen Rider Kuga, or actually it had to be because 5-Man and Aba Ranger are not. Kamen Rider Kuga Blu-ray. Let's see. Maybe it was 01. Okay. Maybe it was 01. I love seeing Toku reviews on Amazon for products. Okay, maybe it wasn't 01. What Toku was I looking at that had like terrible, people gave it terrible reviews before the thing even came out? Dang it. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's one of them. This was for the Jetman DVD when it came out. Actually, I've got a few of these for older ones. I wanted to talk. It is in Japanese only with subtitle. Yeah, that's how it was advertised. My handicapped daughter was very disappointed that she could not play it. Why not? Why couldn't she play it? I'm not sure I understand. For $60, it is a real ripoff. I give it no stars. How can Amazon deal with these products? So, what's wrong with the product? You didn't say what was wrong with the product here. You said your daughter couldn't play it. Did you try shipping it back and getting a new copy? I mean, what exactly was wrong with it? And then, let's see. Let's go to another Amazon one. Let's go to GoGo 5. I think this was the one that also had some hilarious reviews. Yeah, maybe not. No. That's interesting. Why does Amazon say there are reviews for things and then there are no reviews for things? Let's see. If you know any good Amazon reviews that you want me to read off on here, definitely let me know in the comments because I would love to read them. Caution when buying used discs. This is for Time Ranger. I like and appreciate how fast I got this. However, when I opened the case, it was on the verge of falling apart. I was not amused. At least the discs were fine. They gave it 3 stars. Okay, 1. Everyone knows the risks at this point when you buy used products. It's why I rarely ever buy used products unless it is my only option. Like video games, at this point you kind of have to buy used video games if you want older games. But when I bought this, it was on the verge of falling apart. Okay, well, yes, I see that in his picture the case is broken, and that sucks. But what does that have to do with the show itself? I mean, I don't know. I always think of when you're going to review stuff on Amazon, you should be reviewing the product itself on top, like the quality of product itself, not how Amazon shipped it, not how, like this one, 1 star, crack case, 8 disc is too heavy to be sent in padded envelope bag. It should be sent in a box. Yes, I agree. But how does that warrant a 1-star review for the product? Plus, again, did you have Amazon replace it for you? Because that seems like an obvious choice to do. Let's see. Man, I'm trying to think if there was one Toku DVD. Maybe it was Ultraman Tiga? That was just like, what are you talking about? Let's see. Let's see where. Come on, where is it? Translate review into English. No, not that. All right, well, I'll find more Amazon reviews. I'm sure there was another one I really wanted to read, and now I can't find it. But let's get back to questions. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so I'm still lost on that whole Spider-Man review. Like Krelika is looking at getting a since we have room now, she's looking at getting a treadmill for our bedroom, and one of the reviews was like, the item arrived damaged. It sucked. The item arrived damaged, sent for replacement, and that was like a 1-star review. Like, what would possess you to give a 1-star review in just, and then just like, what does that have to do with the product? All you're doing is lowering the score from the products themselves. I don't know. I sometimes wonder how people what possesses them to complain on Amazon. Like, why would you do a review that's not a true product review? Again, am I the only one that thinks this? Oh, maybe it was this one. It's hard to tell sometimes. Oh well. I will have to look for it in a bit. Ooh, actually, I wonder if there's any reviews for that new X-Men box set that was just put up for pre-order. Because people on Amazon love to post reviews of products that haven't even actually come out. Dang. Nope. No review for it. Oh, maybe it was Smile? Okay. So we've got the 4K release of Smile. It doesn't come out until December 13th. Well, we've got reviews on Amazon saying it's crap when the disc hasn't even come out yet. Again, product review. It should be both movie quality and disc quality, not just your favorite. Man, but where was it? There was something I was reading that I was like, oh my god, I need to read this one too. Mm, Nope, that's not it. Ultraman, nope, not Ultraman Max. Ultraman Neos? Ultraman Neos. Let's see. Do we have any ridiculous reviews for Neos? Hi. That's his review. He gave it 4 stars and says, can't see it. And says, hi. Cool. I'm so glad you spent the time to review that and tell me about how good or bad this product is. Like, cool. Okay, let's see. Ultraman Zerth. Let's see what they're saying on this one, because this one just came out. Hi. The hell? I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a real Ultraman movie or a parody. It was an interesting watch, but, well, some of it seemed a bit silly even as far as Ultraman goes. Alright, let's see. Ultraman maybe. Ultraman Mabius. Disc 3 not working. Not sure if anyone else has the same issues, but the original copy I got, packaging was damaged in shipment, but I had time before I had to return it, and why watch the first 2 discs with no issue. Disc 3 would not play at all, and I assumed it was because of the damaged shipping. I have received my replacement copy of Disc 3, and Disc 3 will not play, still not play. All the other discs start completely fine. Okay. What about the rest of the product? Funny enough, he gave it 3 stars for Disc 3 not working. Good DVDs, horrible packaging. I get that. Lot worse than Blu-ray products. Well, duh, it's DVD. 10 episodes in one DVD disc. Don't expect high quality. Booklet is getting worse and worse. Packaging is also getting worse. No paper box cover. Did not receive DVD cover. 1 star. I did not receive the DVD cover of the series. Unfair. Did you get a replacement? Did you ship it back? I mean, what do you mean by you didn't receive the DVD cover? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's see what Ultraman 7X has for reviews. Awesome series. Nah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, if you guys have seen any funny Amazon reviews that you want me to read off of here, let me know because sometimes I'm like, what? How can you review this when the product hasn't come out? Oh, I know what it is. It was Doctor Who. Doctor Who Hartnell Blu-ray. That's what it was. Doctor Who Hartnell. Hartnell. Where's the Doctor Who Hartnell Blu-ray? Okay, fine. Hartnell Season 2 Blu-ray. Okay, now it's not even coming up. All right, fine. Let me go to my orders. Well, apparently my Time Blue and Mighty Morphin Black pre-orders are coming on Wednesday because yay, Hasbro loves to ship things out early. Okay, where is my Doctor Who set? Why is my William Hartnell one not in here? This is odd. Doctor Who. Okay, here we go. So this hasn't even come out yet. This doesn't even have any release date, even in the UK, last I heard. America shortchanged again? I can't help noticing that this is a 5-disc set while the official UK set is 9 discs. Are we being shorted on content? Dude, the disc hasn't even come out. Why would we? What? Not this time. 2 episodes of The Crusade remain missing and are presented on the set on Telesnap Reconstruction. That's the audio over photographs of the episode. I'm sorry, but for how much these sets cost, BBC should animate them for release. For that reason, I'm out. I get being ticked off that they're not animating those 2 episodes, but condemning an entire set because you didn't get your way is stupid. I mean, yeah, it sucks. I hate watching Telesnap recreations because it just is kind of boring. But skipping out on every other story from from that season because you can't get them animated is kind of childish. I love this one. Don't listen to the other guy. That's his review. 5 stars, or her review. How? Why does Amazon allow these reviews that have like the product isn't even out yet? How can people be reviewing the product? Like seriously. And then we've got the Colin Baker set. This one I think it had a really good, funny review. Let's see. Missing his first story, 3 stars. All great stories from Colin Baker. Claims be complete season 1, but missing his first story, The Twin Dilemma. Yeah. It's called Twin Dilemma being in the previous season. Twin Dilemma is not in Colin Baker's first season. The Twin Dilemma is in Davidson's final season. Somebody clearly doesn't understand how the season sets work. Missing the Twin Dilemma. Leave it to BBC to flub on the entire season of Doctor Who. The latest release is missing the regeneration story, The Twin Dilemma. How the BBC plans to fix this, I can only wonder. I I repeat what I just said. Like, just serious. It just boggles my mind. What do you do? Missing episodes and subpar extended. Where to begin? I get in the UK, these are labeled according to the seasons, which would explain why the Twin Dilemma is not included. But here in North America, it's branded as the complete Cullen Baker season 1. Well, guess what? It's not complete if it's missing the first story. Now, is it? Actually, it is, because the first season of Cullen Baker is where it starts off. Kudos for adding deleted scenes to the extended cut, but guys, you made zero effort to clean them up. Looks really shoddy transitioning to this scene in the middle of the episode. The other sets you put out didn't have these kind of issues on their extended episodes. Actually, they did. I know the BBC has an odd relationship with Mr. Baker, and sadly, this set has once again done the man dirty. They can only give it as good of a review, or like as cleaned up as they can get it. Okay, but yeah, some complaints. There was another season 2 Doctor Who complaint that seems to be gone from Amazon, so maybe they deleted it. Anyway, now that I have got bored you all with a nonstop Amazon reviews, let's get back to some questions before I go look for some more. They're going to be old ones, because there were some old Toku ones that were kind of funny. All right. Any hopes for the upcoming Godzilla movie that's being released in 2023? I don't really have any opinions of it. I just am curious to see what direction Toho is going to go in. What can you say good about Genta Shinken Gold? He had a cool intro, I guess. I mean, I like the concept of Genta with a guy who goes ahead and creates his own mech and his own powers. So I like that concept. Will they release Garl Season 1? Malachi D. Wildman. Did I say that right? Or Malisi D. Wildman? Will they release Garl Season 1 Part 1 on Blu-ray? Is a good TV broadcast version? No edit of the DVD? From my understanding, Sentai Filmworks let their Garo license lapse. And so who knows? Maybe Discotek will re-pick it up and continue where Sentai left off. Or maybe Sentai will see how well Toku is doing now between Discotek, Mill Creek, and Chump Factory, and decide to pick the Garo license back up. Because it would be nice if they could have just at least released the final movie for Koga Story. The Blu-rays were better than the TV broadcast version, though. They were not edited, but the video quality was much better. They weren't as blurry. Most of the blurriness comes from the stylistic choice rather than just poor quality. Andreas, yeah, that per episode is among the weakest. Do an impression of jerk-ass Homer. Ooh, look at me. I'm jerk-ass Homer. I'm going to go do something stupid now, and I'm going to go get another job. I don't know. Okay. Johnny, do you think Family Guy should have never been made at all? No, I don't think Family Guy is all that harmful. I think it has some good ideas. It's an interesting series. I'm not a big fan of it. Let me move these things around. Oh, one thing that reminds me. I do have a package coming. So if FedEx happens to get here while I'm in the middle of this stream, I will have to get up and go answer the door because I have my pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store arriving. Hopefully. Still says out for delivery. Okay. But anyway, where was I? Kira Yamato has a VA of the Spanish kid from Transformers Armada. Yep. Favorite total drama character from the Revenge of the Island. My favorite character is hands down Cameron. I don't remember the characters specifically for Total Drama Island, and I don't even know if I've seen. I know I saw the first season. I don't, and I mean I like the like host guy. I just don't remember if I've seen any of the other seasons. Maybe I saw season 2. Favorite Batman animated series episode. Oh, come on, that's easy. Almost got him. Dogs or cats? Cats. But hey, at least Amazon didn't lose my copy of Cosmos, so I rather got it chipped than lost. Ever gambled? I gamble every day I wake up in the morning. Life is a gamble. You gamble the moment you walk outside because you don't know if you're going to walk back inside. You walk in that bathroom, you might not walk out of that bathroom because you could trip and drop dead or something. No, seriously though, you mean like go to a casino? Yeah. We went to Blackhawk for a day. I put $1 in this Ragnarok god Norse gods machine. I put $1 in there. I hit a button, and $35 came out. And I said, "Cool, I am good." And another person said, "But aren't you going to continue playing and see if you can get more money?" I said, "Nope. I'll put in $1. I got $35 out. I am perfectly good because I made a profit." I was quite happy. I heard the next Sentai will be bug themed. That's what I keep hearing Jake Schuster. I'm trying not to get invested in Sentai rumors these days, outside of like a comment or two here or there, until they're actually officially revealed. I have heard that it's going to continue the gear system, which I'm not thrilled about. Not because the gear system is bad, it's just I'm tired of all these Toku series that are now relying on like previous series or celebrations or anniversary stuff. I want a nice standalone Sentai series again. I want a nice standalone Kamen Rider series. I want a nice standalone Ultraman series. Series are completely new characters, new gimmicks, new monsters, new threats that aren't just redesigns or of the old ones or using materials from the old ones. Hello, there has been rumors that the Metal Hero series might be coming back on TV. If the franchise did come back, would you like a total new series or series based off the new Space Sheriffs? I think a new Space Sheriff series could be cool if it's a new Space Sheriff. Like, not Gavin, Scheider, and Sherivan. Just like an entirely brand new Space Sheriff series, and those 3 can appear in it every now and then. Otherwise, I'd rather have just a completely brand new Metal Heroes franchise, like series that goes in the franchise. Please give us the Discord link. I'd have to do it on my other computer because I don't have the link on this computer because I don't use the MacBook for anything but live streams. Nick Cooper, indeed, and when it comes to favorite episode of Ultraman, there'll be the episode where it had the monster likes chocolate. Gesera. The Black Cross Army from Gold Ranger or the criminal organization Crime from Jekka? Black Cross Army. Jekka, just in the long run, the crime organization or crime didn't do anything for me. I love coffee. Advent, knock it off. Of course you like hatred. You like tasting hatred because you're bitter like your soul. I also hate coffee. Can't get how everyone loves it. Agreed, Shinobi. In fact, my entire classroom was amazed when they learned I hated coffee. Because one of my students, she's like, well, we were talking about energy, and she's like, well, you can get energy by when you like adults get energy by when they get up in the morning, they drink some coffee, and it makes them function for the whole day. I'm like, for some, yes, but for me, nope. I hate coffee. Favorite character from The S. Don't know what The S is. Do you think Toho should bring back monsters that don't have much screen time in the future? Yes, I want a Gigan versus King Caesar movie. I think it could have an interesting plot because you could have that in ancient times, King Caesar fought an alien creature named Gigan, destroyed him, or so they thought, and then Gigan comes back in modern day as a cyborg monster. And they have to have King Caesar come out again. I think that'd be great. In fact, I can't understand why they didn't even use King Caesar in GMK. He would have made more sense than Baragon. Thoughts on the Chucky TV show? Haven't watched it yet. We got the Blu-ray, we just haven't watched it yet. Which opening theme do you prefer, Ace or Taro? I actually don't remember either opening theme off the top of my head. Ultraman openings are not my strong point. Like, I remember 7, I remember Tiga, and I remember 7, I remember Tiga, I remember 7, I remember Tiga. Favorite characters from the Psy family, always Grandin and Salamandes. Mine is Geofiza. Favorite type of hats? I don't like hats, period. So I guess just if I had to pick a hat, it'd be the ones that you see in the film noirs of the 40s and 50s. Like the one Sam Spade wears in Maltese Falcon. Do you like the Biker Gang Balzac? I do. They're pretty hilariously awesome. Do you recommend Scimitar's Godzilla DVDs? Not really. They were crap. If you really want old dubs, then go for the classic media versions that came out. They're pretty prevalent in used stores. But I would not recommend Scimitar's Godzilla DVDs. In fact, I bought one of Scimitar's Godzilla DVDs and hated it so much, I bought an all-region player and started importing the Godzilla Region 2 DVDs. In fact, that's what got me into importing DVDs in the first place, was these Godzilla DVDs are crap. Let's buy what Japan's having, because at least I can get them in Japanese and uncut, and they look better. Voltus 5 or Combattler V, which do you like more? I actually haven't gotten the chance to watch either series yet, so I can't say. Cereal or oatmeal? Cereal. Oatmeal, I only like a few select ones, like peaches and cream, blueberries and cream, strawberries and cream, and the apple cinnamon. Cereal, there's a much wider array of selection. Jason Takes Manhattan or Jason X? Jason Takes Manhattan. It's not the greatest Friday the 13th movie, but it still feels like an 80s. Well, it is the 80s, but it still feels and looks like an 80s slasher film, whereas Jason X is just too modern. There's something about the way horror movies were filmed in the 70s and 80s that give them this special style, something that makes them feel cooler, grittier than horror movies in the 90s and 2000s that looked like they had budgets. Horror movies, I don't know, when horror movies don't look like they have a budget, they have a special feel to them that really amp them up. I'm not saying you can't have a good high budget horror movie and have it work. I mean, Doctor Sleep, The Shining, the 2 It movies from a few years ago are all incredible. They had budgets, but there's something about the way horror movies that didn't have budgets just feel with the way they're filmed. It's hard to describe. Looking forward to the upcoming Turtles movie. Is this the Seth Rogen one? Because if so, then no. The Bad End. Ever went surfing? Nope. I don't think it'd be my thing. Same with snowboarding. And skiing. It's just not my thing. If all Ultra series from Japan, including Powered and Great, come in Netflix around the world, would you watch them? That includes the movies and specials? Probably not, because I have them on DVD. And I'm more inclined to watch stuff when I own it than I am when I don't own it. I mean, mostly the biggest reasons I stick to Toku, like, I mean, with Toku, it's not like other Toku series, I have a choice. But if I had my choice, I would only watch Kamen Rider Sentai if they were on DVD or Blu-ray. Like if there was as many releases of Toku as much as there is anime, I would just pretty much wait for the official releases. Obviously, I also watch fan subs because I review them for the channel. Are you good at singing? Oh, hell no. Nope. I do not sing. I cannot sing. If you want to hear what a cat sounds like when it's being murdered in a garbage disposal, then I could probably reenact that. Favorite yokai from Kaku Ranger? Junior. But if you want like a monster of the week, it would either be the Oni brothers, Amakiri, or there were a lot of cool ones. Let's see. The Oni brothers, Amakiri. I did like Tenga, or not Tengu. I did like Tengu, but oh my god. Why can't I think of it now? Oh well. I'll just go with Gasha Dokuro Jr. and then Amakiri if you want, just like a monster of the week. Hey, I am late. Don't worry, LJ, you didn't miss much. I just read off some Amazon reviews, which you probably were here for because that was probably posted a while ago. Do Dan Kuroto's impression. There, that's Dan Kuroto's impersonation. Do you want a dishwasher? We do because it's part of our apartment. Mario, of course. By the way, feel free to read my theory email on the stream after these Amazon reviews if you think discussing Godzilla lore would be fun for chat. I'm getting choosing beggar vibes from these Amazon reviews. Choosing beggar, huh? Are ever smoked? I'm just asking you play Hate Me Not Kite. No, I've never smoked. I don't have money for cigarettes and alcohol. I got the plastic crack. No, but no, I've never smoked. Honda or Toyota? Honda. Because when I worked at a library in Buffalo for 5 years, I was in charge of dealing with the car shop manuals. Now, granted, I don't know a lick about cars. That's Krilika's thing. She grew up with someone who was teaching about cars. I have not. My parents, they knew how to put the gas. They knew how to drive and how to fill up the tank. I mean, that's more than I can. I don't drive. But when I was in charge of the shop manuals, we got a whole line of brand new Toyota shop manuals going from 97 to 2000. Because this was 2000, this was 2001 when this occurred. A whole new slew of shop manuals. About 3 months later, they sent us a big box of correctional Toyota, mind you, sent us a big box of correctional pages for every single book from every single year that we had to sticker into the actual shop manuals ourselves because they had misprinted every single book from 97 to 2000. Every single one of them was misprinted. And it wasn't just 1 or 2 pages that we had to put in. As I said, it was a whole big box. It was lots and lots of pages, lots and lots of months of work. to fix every single book. And ever since then, I've decided if they couldn't even print up their own shop manuals properly, I cannot trust their cars. Favorite Super Sentai video game of all time. The only ones I've ever played were, you know what? Okay, the Power Rangers fighting game for the Super Nintendo. Because I got to play as the Thunder Megazord, I got to play as Zed, I got to play as Lip Syncer. So that's my favorite Sentai video game. Thoughts on the Lost Boys movie? I've only seen it once. It's okay. Chicken McLean Row? Yeah, Sarge Man 1234, yes. Shin Ultraman is apparently coming to theaters in January. I heard January 23rd, but I'm hoping it's a day when I can actually go. Or it's more than just one day, it's actually the weekend or something. Favorite Nostalgia Critic episode? Batman and Robin. Oh, Chris McLean or Don, who is the best total drama host? Chris or Don? Chris was the one from the first season, right? With the flat, like the black hair, brown hair. I think it was black hair. Thoughts on Supro pushing the Ultra releases? I think it's great. Pac-Man and Mario. Favorite theme park? I don't really have one, but if I had to pick, it would be Fantasy Island from back in Buffalo before it got sold to Six Flags and became Two Flags. Darien Lake was kind of cool, but we spent most of our summers. My dad's work would have a picnic usually on a Saturday in July every summer at Fantasy Island. They used to have it at a place called Crystal Beach, which was another amusement park. But then that amusement park went out of business in the late 80s, early 90s, because they would usually alternate. One year would be Fantasy Island, following year would be Crystal Beach, and Fantasy Island, Crystal Beach, and then Crystal Beach closed and it was Fantasy Island every year. Chrome or Firefox? Chrome. I hate Firefox. I can't stand Firefox. LJ, to be honest, Toei has their own YouTube channel to upload Toku like Kamen and Super Sentai, just to name a few, but competes like companies like Shout Factory and Discotheque are kicking their ass, excuse me. Yeah, I agree. I don't understand why Toei doesn't at least put the newest series up on their YouTube channel. Do what frickin' what you call it? Subaraya is doing with Ultraman. There's no reason to not do it. Have you ever met James Rolfe or Mike Matai? Nope. Nope, I have never met them. Ravi and Sorana, a strong duo. Hey, hello. Thoughts on Godzilla versus Gigan Rex? I have not watched it. Is that so? That's let me just check. That's a real thing, right? A real thing? Because I was hearing there was a Gigan fan made thing. So this Godzilla versus Gigan Rex, is that real or is that the fan made thing I'm hearing about? I've been too busy to really pay attention. Would you rather a Special K or Grainberry? Neither. I don't even know Grainberry, but I don't like Special K. Thoughts on everyone's reaction to Futo PI? I haven't paid attention to streaming because I haven't watched it myself. I just got lost in the shuffle called school. Do you like Galactic or Silver Imperial Zone from 5Man? They're okay. They're not my favorite. They're not horrible, but they're not exactly stellar. They're basically every trope Soda did in his entire era thrown into one group. You don't like DVDs due to scratches? I'll take DVDs with scratches over no DVDs. Favorite Kiss song? Never listen to Kiss. Not really my thing. Donuts or popcorn? Ooh, now that's a toughie. I'm probably going to still go with popcorn, but I do love me some donuts. But I'm very picky on my donuts. My donuts have to pretty much be either cream filled, Bavarian, or butter cream. Jelly donuts, preferably powdered jelly donuts, not just plain. The chocolate glazed one, where it's like the chocolate donut that's glazed with this white like icing. Peanut donuts, which they do not sell in Colorado, which sucks. Peanut donuts. I miss peanut donuts. And then it just varies from there depending on who the donut is from. I think Krispy Kreme's sucks. I think Krispy Kreme's donuts, Krispy Kreme's is the Domino's of donuts. You only go to Krispy Kreme if you have no other options for donuts. Supermarket donuts taste better than Krispy Kreme's. Krispy Kreme. I don't know why I keep saying Krispy Kreme's, but yeah, Krispy Kreme is what you eat when the people at your work bring in donuts because they don't know what real donuts taste like. And even then, sometimes they just bring in the most disgusting plain sugar donuts. And, ugh. You know what? I got my Domino's pizza here, my Krispy Kreme donut here, and my drunken my nasty ass coffee from my straw right here. Ever went fishing? No, because my parents loved me. Do you own any VCDs? I used to. Actually, Godzilla versus Megaguirus and GMK were I bought those on VCD, and that's what got me wanting to get a. No, that's actually also what also that's also what also yeah, great grammar there. That's also what made me want to get an all region DVD player for the Godzilla imports, because we had the crappy Scimitar DVD that I had, and then I bought the VCD because I didn't even know at the time Godzilla movies were still happening. I thought Godzilla 2000 was it because that was it at the time, and then I found out there were these other two movies called Godzilla vs. Megaguirus and GMK, and they were on a region-free VCD. They were cheap. They had English subtitles. I bought them. I watched them. I said, man, I want more Godzilla movies on DVD. Let's get an all-region player. And I went from there. I also had Voltron the Third Dimension on VCD, which still put the episodes in the wrong order. I mean, they didn't put them in air date order, but they still put the episodes in the wrong order. And I had some VCDs for Dragon Ball. That's how I actually got to see the entire Boo saga. Actually, I guess, were those VCDs or were those CD-ROMs? That might have been just CD-ROM with the files on there. But that's how I originally saw the entire Boo saga. So I never watched the Boo saga when it aired on Cartoon Network because I had already watched it in Japanese and it was better, despite the horrible looking video quality. And then I did own VCD. What was the other thing I owned on VCD? There was something else I had a VCD of. Is Dire Ranger the best Sentai ever made or not made or not? Oh, it is the greatest Toku series ever made. Not just Sentai, Toku. Are you going to do a Christmas live stream or New Year's live stream? Not on Christmas Day or New Year's Day, but I'll probably do a live stream around those period, sometime in December. Favorite Michael Jackson song? I've only really listened to like 3 Michael Jackson songs. I mean, I guess I've heard 4. I've heard 4 Michael Jackson songs. 2 of them were because Weird Al did it, and I love the Weird Al versions. The other 2 were, well, I only heard Thriller because it's played often around Halloween time. I just saw a clip from the video recently, and I was like, huh, the video has zombies in it. Interesting. But Smooth Criminal would be my favorite. And that I have seen the music video for and multiple times. Every now and then I watch it on YouTube, and that video is awesome, and that song is awesome. It's very catchy. I don't know why, but yeah, "Smooth Criminal" is just an awesome song. I've always liked that. That's probably the well, no, I guess Fat or not Fat and Eat It. No, Beat It and Bad. would be the first Michael Jackson songs I heard. Mostly because they were on there was this MTV did this Weird Al special where they would show the original song video and then show the Weird Al version. So that was my introduction to Beat It and Bad because they would play before Eat It and Fat. Speaking of which, the Weird Al movie that just came out was freaking hilarious. It was awesome. Check it out if you haven't. And I loved Weird Al's comment on Twitter about it for when someone said, well, how can I watch this in Australia? Which Kamen Rider would you love to see a DVD release? I just want to see Blu-ray releases, not DVD. But I want a Blu-ray release of Agito and Blade next. Agito and Blade. Make it happen. Burger King or McDonald's? McDonald's, I prefer their fries over Burger King's. And I like the McDonald's chicken nuggets over Burger King's chicken nuggets. Come on, just answer the questions later, the Amazon reviews, bro. Well, I did title this as Let's Take a Look at Amazon. But I'm guessing by the smiley, you're joking. Do you have any allergies? Well, I just have normal things where my throat, nose get plugged from the change in the weather for my sinuses, but nothing. I mean, I guess I did have an allergic reaction to Benadryl. Yeah, Benadryl I had an allergic reaction to way back when I was a kid. So I've never taken Benadryl since. Are you going Black Friday shopping, Jake? I am not. At least I'm not planning to, unless there's something I can get off the computer. Because being that I worked 6 Black Fridays in retail, I don't like shopping on Black Friday. I also try to boycott stores that open on Thanksgiving Day for Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday. If I absolutely have to go to a store, like we need groceries or something, fine, whatever. But I don't usually shop on Black Friday. My parents were never into it. And working, like I said, working 6 Black Fridays, you're kind of like, man, Black Friday is a joke anyway. Here's the thing. When you see people getting into fights over these $30 TVs at Walmart and going to jail for getting in fights over these $30 TVs, note, all the TVs, all the computers, all the cheap products that you can buy on Black Friday are that cheap because they were made that cheap. Black Friday products are made specifically for Black Friday. Therefore, they're cheaper margins, cheaper budgets, cheaper products. If you want a good TV, you wait till the week of the Super Bowl. That's usually when the top brand best TVs go on sale. Don't go to jail fighting over a $30 TV because it's only worth like $10. It's made with the cheapest labor, cheapest parts possible. They're meant to break after a couple of years. That's one thing I learned about when I worked in retail for 6 years. Black Friday products are cheap for a reason. Other product, some companies do deals where they give you games, but if you notice, like for video game consoles, a lot of the games that come with video game consoles on Black Friday are games that have been out for a long time, and there's a lot of stock left over in warehouses. So you might say, oh my God, this PlayStation is like $800. It comes with like 4 games. Yeah, that's because nobody wants to buy those games, or they have a lot of copies that have been unsold and they just want to get rid of their stock. Movies. Sometimes a lot of those movies are because they have extra stock that is not selling well. Mostly because nobody can find them in a physical store, so they have to go online to buy them in the first place. But if it's on sale for Black Friday, most of the time there's a reason for it. Especially when they really do have those big price drops. Like, oh, that brand of TV is $30. What's the next up brand of that they're selling? $500. Cool. Why is this TV $30? There must be a reason for it. Just don't get swooped into buying cheap TVs because you think you're getting a deal. You're not actually getting a deal. Okay. Anyway, funny enough, as someone who bought a Black Friday printer, but we needed a very cheap printer like immediately, and that was like, oh my god, there's a cheap printer here. It's not going to last long, but we really need to have a printer right now. I'm just expecting our printer to die like at any given time. Okay. Anyway, so no, I usually don't go Black Friday shopping because it's not usually worth it. Starbucks or Big B? What's Big B? I don't even know, but oh, Krillic is calling. Hold on. Yo, what? Not yet, because I don't know what time we're going yet. Okay, well, I'm doing my live stream right now, so bye. Okay, whatever, bye. Krillic says hi. Okay. I don't even know what Big B is. But like I said, I'm not big on coffee, so it's based on what hot chocolate is. Starbucks hot chocolate's not bad. There was a place that we used to have in this bookstore called Borders that had a really good hot chocolate. The place was called Seattle's Best. Their hot chocolate was amazing. Favorite Michael Jackson song of all time? Yep. Music video, as I said, Smooth Criminal. Ice cream, definitely not a big fan of popsicles. Favorite wrestler, Undertaker and Ultimate Warrior. I do have the Combatler 5 Blu-ray. I just haven't had the time to watch it. I have the whole Romance trilogy. I just haven't had the time to watch it. I've been anime-wise, I've gotten the Lupin, so that's been taking up my time when I have time to watch anime. What do you think? When do you think you will review the Kamen Rider manga? When I get the chance to read it. I just haven't had time to read it. Favorite Christmas food? Turkey. Turkey, turkey, turkey. Does the commercial before the live stream? Huh? What commercial? CJG Toys. You're excited for the replica Abba Ranger Morpher? Didn't know they were doing one. Favorite flavor of pizza? There's. What do you mean by flavor? Like more than cheese and pepperoni and mushroom? I'm not sure what you mean. Ducks or spiders? Probably spiders. Bandai. I haven't watched Shield of to really decide. Dyna, definitely over 7X. Hi, Arcana Master. I know Takahashi, it sucks, especially because he drowned saving people. Denjimon, do I like Denjimon or Dynaman more? I'm probably going to say Dynaman. Favorite species of snake? Don't really have one, but I guess Cobra? Too many explosions. Thoughts on Airheads 1994. Is that the Brendan Fraser movie where they like kidnapped the radio station? I hated that movie. Normal candy. This is why choosing beggars exists on Reddit. Sour candy just makes my tongue bleed. Do not eat Harry Potter candy, tastes like crap. I agree. These reviews have as much brain cells as the Zangyak Empire. What do you like the most, Black Satan or Delza Army from Kamen Rider Stronger? I think the Delza Army was much more memorable from Black Satan because they were their own monsters of the week. Thoughts on Superhero Girls? Haven't watched it. Or do you mean the toy line? Because I think it was a cool idea. But like DC, like everything else DC, they screwed it up. Who's the perfect replacement for Kevin voice acting Batman after Kevin Conroy? The dude who voiced him in Brave and the Bold. Or the guy that did some of the animated movies would be fine. Favorite animal of all time? White tiger. Do you think Batman Returns is very underrated for a Batman movie? No, I don't. I think Batman Returns is a terrible Batman movie. I think Batman Returns is a fantastic Tim Burton movie that has Batman in it. If that makes sense. I don't like when Batman straps a bomb to a dude's chest and then throws him in the sewer and he blows up. That to me is not very Batman like. And I don't like the interpretation of Penguin. However, as a Tim Burton movie with a Tim Burton universe that has Batman in it, I think it's a pretty good movie. I hope that Dino Fury Cosmic whatever new season won't be like Megaforce with hype up the final episodes. Agree there. Which Simpsons episode shows jerk-ass Homer at his worst? Homer Simpson in kidney trouble. That one I think shows him at his worst. And there was an episode, I want to say it's from season 14. Whichever episode has Marge becoming partners with Mo on the bar, and he starts just mimicking, oh, look at me, I'm jerk ass Homer. I left the kids home. You're blah, blah, blah. Kind of what I was impersonating earlier. Least favorite Sentai organization. Mine is, so sorry to some that love this, Machine Empire. Really? I love Paranoia. They're not the most thrilling villains, but I love their entire concept of a monarchy of robots. And I love the connection they did with Bacchus Wrath, and King Ranger, even though they didn't really dive too much into it. What are your favorite episodes of Down Brothers so far? The one with Momotaro is dueling Sonoi. Sonoi? Sonona? Sonoza. Yeah, Sonoi. Ever won the lottery? Nope. Lord of the Rings. Not a Harry Potter person. I think I won $25 on Christmas when the lottery, like that's enough Power Ranger toy and expensive package of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Do you like the Alienizers, Deca Ranger, and Fergia from Magi Rangers? Between those two, I'd probably go with Infertia over the Alienizers. I mean, Fergia was movie monsters and mythology monsters and stuff like that. Ultra Hero Gamora Hero rank number 1. Hello there. Welcome. Favorite Pokemon episode? Not a Pokemon person. Oh, the next Sentai is King Theme. Forgot Bug Theme, King Ranger. Yeah, it's a weird name. Arkanamasta. I don't think that's going to be the case since in the last 8 years, Super Mega Force, they hyped up the finale of Power Ranger season. Ultra Hero. What do you think about Skull Gamora and Thunder Killer Penguin Zetton from Geed? I think they were cool. I like the concept of the monsters combining in Geed. It was an interesting idea. Gave old monsters something new instead of just recycling the same monsters over. The coffee is the life, and it shall be mine. Oh, coffee is hatred. Coffee is the real version of Twitter. My favorite Pokemon episode was the Porygon seizure. Great times. I think I know more about that episode's reputation than I know what the episode was even about. I've never heard anyone just talk about the episode itself. I've only heard people talk about the seizure. Good times. Good times indeed. Do you think that Kaito might be the Penguin due to what everyone else has been theorizing? Oh, I wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the change of personality. He just happens to always wear black. His Gokai Zenkai costume is black and white. He's totally the Penguin. Totally the Penguin. Who's the next Kamen Rider for your review? I don't know yet. outside of doing a review for Kuga, I haven't started any new Kamen Rider series. Right now, my goal is to get Q Ranger done by the end of the year, and then go on from there. I probably won't. Well, I might tackle. Geo is the last Kamen Rider series, Heisei Kamen Rider series that Kurilica and I have not seen all the way through. So it's possible I might tackle that one next because we'll be watching that together. Otherwise, right now I have no idea. But there won't be any more Kamen Rider reviews outside the Kuga Blu-ray this year. And my goal is to finish Q Ranger and the Kuga Blu-ray this week while I'm off. Have a Kuga Blu-ray out before the end of the month, and then Q Ranger hopefully will be reviewed for on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Thoughts on Space Jam? Never cared to watch it. Wow, there are a lot of blocked. Ooh. Girls 4 XYZ. My photo here, hearts. Wow. They must really, really want hide user on my channel. Okay. Let's report pornography or sexual explicit material. Hide user from my channel. All right. Oh, forgot the other one. Oh, wow. There's a new episode of One Piece that finally showed the Gold Roger guy like in the narrator. Oh, yeah. Wait, the anime is only up to that point? The anime is only up to the flashback story? With Odin when they go to Laugh Tale? What? My favorite Showa Rider organization is Gorma. Flintstones or Jetsons? Flintstones. 80s and 90s horror have grit. Well, I'd say 80s have grit, 90s not so much. Did any of the Friday the 13th films reach the quality of Nightmare on Elm Street or Hellraiser? Hi, Supreme Omega. I am actually not a fan of Hellraiser, and I really only like the first Nightmare on Elm Street and New Nightmare. So I think Friday the 13th is better than Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, if you just mean the original Nightmare on Elm Street in production, like probably not, even though I prefer Friday the 13th over Nightmare on Elm Street. I would say the first Nightmare on Elm Street is better than the Friday the 13th movies, despite that I prefer Friday the 13th. But I'm not a Hellraiser person. Box Knight. Hi, Kaiju. Hello. Same to you, Kamen Rider 64. Sour Patch Kid cereal was my favorite. I don't even remember a Sour Patch Kid cereal. Imagine the Toho film where they used all the giant insect monsters from Godzilla universe and called Insect Wars. I don't know. That title kind of bugs me. Favorite Gundam ending theme? I have to remember the ending themes from Gundam. It's been a while. It might actually be one of the seed themes. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the ending themes. As I've always said, ending themes really aren't my big thing for series. I don't know. Most ending themes I'm just not kind to. Like Keenan, not kind to, Keenan. But man, stupid Q Ranger opening or closing song is so goddamn addicting. Especially the festival one from the summer months. Okay. Did you know that Tim Curry's got a fear of clowns despite playing Pennywise in it? No, I did not know that. I agree. Flintstones over Jetsons. I like the Italian theme song of Gundam Wing. Did not know there was one. Favorite Metal Hero suits? I've got to go with the Beef Fighter Kabuto suits. Purple, silver, and gold just go so well together. Scarlet or Violet? For what? Favorite Italian food? Depends what you want to consider Italian food, but baked ziti, lasagna, mushroom ravioli, lobster ravioli. Depends what you consider traditional. During the Kabuto review, you said the guy who played Go on Silver from Go on. Yeah, Kamen Rider 64. I meant Go on Gold. I have no idea why I said Silver, and with how many times I watched that review, you'd think I would have caught it that I said Silver and not Gold. But apparently I didn't, even when I re-recorded those lines, because I had to re-record. I completely messed up his Yagaruma's name, where I had to, because I kept calling him Yagaruma. Yagarama. I kept calling his name wrong so I had to re-record that entire bit of dialogue and still did not realize said he was Go on Silver. Batman. I miss when the Bat family was smaller, like in the 90s when it was just Bruce, Alfred, Tim, Oracle, and occasionally Nightwing. Yeah, it got way too bloated. I miss it when it was just Batman, Robin, and Batgirl. Pokemon of Animal Transforming Motorcycles. What is this Yu-Gi-Oh thing? The cards on the motorcycle thing. No, Billy. Yeah, I meant that's why I put in parentheses, Billy. I am reading from the Amazon. I'm making fun of reviews of the Amazon store, not Kamen Rider. Thoughts on Jim Carrey's Riddler? He was fine. He played the character effectively well. I don't like how Two-Face was goofy, but Tommy Lee Jones made it work. Amazon downsizing again. Thoughts on 90s direct-to-video Kamen Rider films? I found Zeto is the one I like the most of the three. I found the other two kind of boring. Supposedly Media Blasters licensed them, but nothing came out of this apparently, so who knows? Favorite planet other than Earth? Saturn. And Earth is not even my favorite planet. Saturn is my favorite planet. Did you hear France had a Toku? Like Bioman, Flashman, Maskman, Liveman, Turbo Ranger 5-Man? Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, apparently Toku Sentai, like Toku stuff was big in France. Just like how Juspion was big in Brazil. I mean, it's really interesting how these European nations would have all these series and we never got them. Never played the Jetman game. Nope, never held a tarantula. Which ranger would you want to be? Time Red. I'm rich. And I'm badass. 2 winning combinations. Never played actual Famicom games. Critters or Gremlins? I've never seen Critters, so I'm going to go with Gremlins. Batman question. Do you feel Jason was better off dead? For bringing Jason Todd back from the dead was insulting. It was the huge cop-out. Big cop-out. The biggest cop-out since bringing Jean Grey back from the dead. I love that Under the Red Hood. That was good. But yeah, Jason Todd coming back was just a stupid-ass cop-out. Are you a fan? Oh, I mean a giant fan of Angry Video Game Nerd? Not really. I watch his stuff occasionally when he's got a video that piques my interest, but I'm not like watching him all the time. But he does do cool stuff, so I've got no complaints. I like what I've seen of him. Black Panther, the new Black Panther movie, I thought Wakanda Forever was awesome. In fact, Wakanda Forever, I've got a few movies I meant to do quickie reviews of that I never got to because of work. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Don't Worry, Darling, I wanted to do a quickie review of, and One Piece Red. Never got to do a quickie review of that either. Sorry I missed your Halloween stream last month. No worries. Favorite Gorma Kaijin from Die Ranger? Yep, Birdcage Vagabond is my favorite as well, along with Lipstick Songstress. Favorite Ryuki Rider? Oja. Favorite Bill Murray movie? Ignoring the fact that I just learned the guy is a creep who should get charges for sexual harassment. Um, Ghostbusters would be my favorite, and then after that would be Scrooged. Batgirl adaptations. I would like to see an adaptation of Cassandra Cain Batgirl. Mm. It makes me so mad what they did to Cassandra Cain. It makes me so mad what they did to Cassandra Cain. Do you think 60s Batman show is an insult to Batman and superhero shows in general? I mean, it was mimicking what I don't like the Adam West series one bit. I do think it's an insult to Batman, but at the same time, it was mimicking what what Batman comics had become in the 60s. So I can't be too mad at it, but I'm not a fan of it. I'm thank the gods for people like Denny O'Neil and Marv Wolfman and oh darn it. Now his name is escaping me. For writers, not oh crap. The other guy. Shoot. No, I can't think of the other guy. And I'm mad because everyone forgets about him, and now I forgot about him. Batman. Bronze Age terrible trio. Okay, who were they created by? Nope, those are. Oh, the terrible trio was before that, or no, after that, something like that. Oh no, they were before that. Bronze Age Batman. Oh my God, why can I not think of? Oh my God. Okay, hold on a minute. Swamp Thing. Len Wein. He did some Batman comics. Ooh, my battery is dying. Your Mac will be put to sleep soon, unless you plug it in. Okay. Well, Krelika and I have been together for 21 years. 21, hold on. 21 years. 8 months and 13 days. I mean, yeah, 13 days. That's how long we've been together. Oh yeah, I gotta show that. Yeah, I forgot to email her about that. Ooh, that would be a good idea. Oh my God, why can I not find the email now? Missing reviews. I got an email from someone for a fun Godzilla universe theory. Let's see if I have time to read. Do you want any Jurassic Park toys? I've got a couple. I've got Hammond and Samuel Jackson's character and Elliot. Elliot Sadler. Because those are what the direct extent to my Jurassic Park toys because I was buying them when they were on the cheap to be background characters, innocent bystanders, horror movie victims, whatever I need them to be in my photos I take for toy photography, whatever toy photos I do. Bugs Bunny or Mickey Mouse? Gotta go with Bugs Bunny. Why Kaiju no Kamen like Die Ranger that much? Because Die Ranger is just amazing. I don't know. I can put on any Die Ranger episode at any time and just enjoy the hell out of it. It instantly became my favorite Toku show. The fights are fantastic. The music is quick paced and energetic and top notch. The characters are all incredible. The mechs are the best of the Sentai franchise. The designs are spectacular. the villains are threatening and kick ass. So that's why I love Die Ranger so much. It's just a series I can put on and enjoy it anytime. I'm shocked that Toei hasn't released any Kamen Rider shows overseas on Blu-ray, especially in American market. I know Kuga is being released, but still sparse. Well, Kuga has been released. It's because Toei didn't think Kamen Rider would sell in America, but um, now they're learning from their mistake. Thoughts on the Santa Claus TV show on Disney Plus? Never got into the Santa Claus movies, but I'm hoping that fans of the movies will get as much enjoyment out of the show as they got from the movies. Darth Mordor, what's up, sup kaiju? What I miss? Me reading some Amazon reviews and rambling on and on. What time is it? It is 1 o'clock. I am getting kind of hungry. I should probably get through these questions. I might have to just start. I don't like to just scroll through questions and ignore them because that's what other YouTubers do. They just randomly pick questions. But I might have to on this one, since my theme was to read off Amazon reviews anyway. Okay, but let's see. Where was I? Okay, wow. There are a lot of questions that I am going to run through. All right, Zeo or in space? In space. Mighty Morphin movie or Turbo? Mighty Morphin. Tim Drake has definitely been sidelined. Not a fan of it. Although I do like what they did with Damien, I do think Tim got the sideline. If anything, they could have had Tim retire. They didn't need to kill his father off. They could have had him retire when his father got better. Favorite Rugrats character? Gotta go with Angelica. Gotta go with Angelica. Oh, actually, no. I really like Tommy the best. But Angelica is a sad case. She's very neglected. Yeah, she's rich, but she's very neglected. Zed Cross suit, I think, is horrifying. It looks like somebody just Frankensteined a few Kamen Rider designs together and called it good. Not sure just Hood. I want my next Sentai review is going to be Q Ranger. Not sure when I'll tackle Kyoruger or Go Busters yet. Favorite Ultraman Jack monsters or aliens? Mine is always going to be Alien Nako and Black King because, they were incredible. They were definitely incredible. I like the Prism monster. That might be my favorite. Rush Hour movies. The first one was fantastic. The second one was subpar. The third was just blah. Do you hit the Deboth Army, Kyoruger, or the Shadowline Army? I don't like the Boss. It's the Boss, right? The Boss Army from Kyoruger. Both were. I'll take Shadowline over the Boss. Hulk Hogan or Roddy Piper? I was more of a Roddy Piper fan than Hulk Hogan. Never really liked Hulk Hogan until he did the NWO thing. I don't hate Kyoruger or Go Busters. Games Mark Wolf. I will never stand people who don't like coffee and or chocolate. It's so alien that it feels like lizard people on. Who told you about me being a lizard person? I mean, yes, it does. No, I love chocolate. Coffee though. Bleh. Worst Power Rangers monster ever made, the Turkey Jerk monster. Thoughts on Captain Underpants? I don't know anything about Captain Underpants, except it's a book series that kids read. Never read the Animorphs books. Do you like Mr. Bean? Not the animated series, the OG series. Never really watched Mr. Bean, but I like Rowan Atkinson. Favorite Game of Thrones episode? I wish I could say the final one, but that would be completely untrue. The big battle with the White Walkers at the Night's Watch from season 7. That was season 7, right? When they were out fighting on the ice. I guess that's the first one that comes to the top of my head. Although I did like, yeah, that's the first one that comes to the top of my head. Bronze Age DC. Have you read late 70s Detective Comics run? Is very influential on Batman the Animated Series. Rupert Thorne. No, I have not read that run. I've only read the earlier Bronze Age stuff with Ra's al Ghul. I would love it if DC would release the entire Bronze Age for Batman and Detective Comics in omnibus form. I've got the Brave and the Bold, but those are obviously just Brave and the Bold stories. Do you love Saber or Revice or 01? So never couldn't bring myself to finish Saber yet. Never made it past the first episode, really. I like Revice more than 01. Revice was just a better show. It had it felt more closer to an early Heisei show than 01 did. Thoughts on Cubics? Never saw it. Do you think it's time for Toei to give Sentai a break? Definitely. I've always felt Sentai needs a break. I don't think they'll do it at this point until after the 50th anniversary or when they reach year 50 in 2025, but I think it's time to give Sentai a break. Never watched Happy Tree Friends. Fans blame the Clone Saga for Spidey's 90s decline. Oh, for some reason I was thinking we were talking about the cartoon series. I totally agree. I am struggling to read the entire Clone Saga. I have gotten through 3 of the 4 omnibuses, and I am struggling. I want to see how it ends. I'm a completionist, so I'm going to finish. It's just taking me forever. Jeter Taiga. I haven't seen Taiga. What do you want to see at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? I don't know because I've never paid attention to the parade. Favorite incarnation of Starscream? Beast Wars, when his ghost took over Waspinator. What type of gimmick do you want for Sentai's 50th? That marine theme. I keep saying I want a marine theme Sentai, Mark. Favorite Mario enemy? Bowser, of course. Did you know that Gamera and his enemies appeared in Franklin the Turtle episode in a Franklin the Turtle episode? No, I did not. Denjin Zaborger. I have heard of Red Baron. There's a DVD on Amazon, but I believe the DVD is dubbed only. Which is where Skyrider or Goanger? Oh. All right, Goanger. Skyrider at least had 12 good episodes at the start. I love Don Brothers. Don Brothers is great. Aqua Ranger, big one mentoring a new team. That would be cool, especially Aqua Ranger, because like you mean the characters themselves or the actors? Because I would love to see either actor return. Least favorite decade ever. I guess 2010s. My favorite ending theme is G Gundam's second ending and Turn A second. Coffee or tea? Wow. I can drink, if I have to drink tea, I can do it. Coffee, no. Not drinking coffee. No, blah. I'm not a fan of tea, but I can at least drink that over coffee. Ugh. Favorite Godzilla kaiju of all time? Mothra or Destroya? Mothra. Mothra is way better than Destroya. On John Carpenter, do you agree Carpenter's original plan in the Halloween franchise where he wanted the films to be an anthology instead of repeating Michael Myers over and over? Yes, I like that idea. Halloween 3 is the second best Halloween movie in my book. I think it is. It was a fantastic idea. Michael Myers died in the second one. There was no need to bring him back. B Fighter Quadra is black, not silver. He is silver. He is silver. He is silver. Boo Fighter. B Fighter Kabuto. is silver. I know he's silver because I watch. Yes, he is silver. I'll go grab my DVDs if I need to point it out, but he is silver. Well, I mean, okay, I can get where you're coming from with black, but he is silver. Silver. He's silver. Actually, that's the DVD cover I was going to grab. So he's silver. I can understand why you think he's black though. Favorite Romero zombie movie? Night of the Living Dead. I've only seen a couple of them, and Night of the Living Dead is the only good one. I've seen Land of the Dead, which was awful, awful movie, and the found footage one, which was awful, awful. Wonder why they didn't do a Tento Ranger and Hurricaneer. No idea. Speaking of Batman, I'm sure. Yes, 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 yes. I know. I talked about that. I did talk about that earlier in the stream. Mordor. Indeno's 15th anniversary movie, Yutozuno. Why, Russian? Why did you have to put a spoiler there? I did not need to know that. Ever been to a Chinese restaurant? All the time. I love going to Chinese restaurants. Favorite villain from Jetman? Mine is Defeated Tron or Tronza. Favorite villain of my favorite villain of Jetman is the dude whose name escapes me now. I only talk about him all the time in my favorite Sentai villains. The blue faced dude. Now I'm not going to remember. Can't believe Hasbro's wasting Q Ranger on 10 episodes. Meh. Just goes to show they have nothing really to pull for Q Ranger. Outside of Marvel and the original Blue Beetle, not sure any heroes stayed dead. Even Barry and Kara eventually came back. Yep. Which things did you like before it became cool? Everything. Everything I liked was cool, was great before it became cool. And it was still awesome even after it became cool. What do you expect from Revice's cinema? V Cinema. Disappointment. Thoughts on the He-Man movie from 87? Frank Langella was awesome as Skeletor. Best worst Joker actor. Best I know everyone wants me to say Mark Hamill, and I am probably going to go with Mark Hamill, but I guess I will go with Mark Hamill. But here's the thing. It's because of Mark Hamill's performances in Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, and Mask of the Phantasm. He is a great Joker. But his Joker in the animated series had to be toned down, so he wasn't able to truly portray Joker outside of those two movies where I felt he really was embodying Joker. The worst, the Cesar Romero. Everyone loved him. I don't know why. I think his Joker is awful. I think he sucked as the Joker. Are we talking about live action or animated? I just realized that. Did you mean voice actor or live action actor? Because if we're talking about live action actors, best Joker for live action, I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Jack Nicholson, not because he was exactly perfect, but he got the character right. But for animated, worst animated Joker, the one that did the Joker's voice from those Scooby Doo movies. Those Scooby-Doo crossover movies. That would probably be the worst voice for Joker. He sounded like he was trying to hold in his breath or something, or sucked in some helium. Cygnus Jacqueline, favorite Brave Seer anime. I've actually have only watched some episodes of Gao Gai Gar and never really got into it because I had other things going on. Cassandra Cain deserves a John Wick style origin movie. Boiled or fried eggs? Neither. I like my eggs scrambled or in an omelet. Okay, well, I have a lot more to go through. This is, and I'm getting hungry, so I need to read more. Gotta go quicker. Okay, I'm gonna speed through. 66 is an accurate adaptation. It was 60 comics brought to life, yeah. But then also, the Tim Burton's original version is kind of like the Bronze Age Batman brought to life. Well, the Batman this year is like the graphic novels for the Long Halloween and Dark Victory brought to life. Alan Moore Swamp Thing. Favorite type of sword? I don't know if I really have a favorite, just a sword that looks cool. The Soul Reaver. I know it's not a real sword, but the Soul Reaver. Volt, I would say would be the better one. Cheetos. I kind of lost touch with Doug Walker, Games with Mark Wolf, after the whole Channel Awesome thing. I don't hate him. I still occasionally respond to his stuff, but I don't really watch him anymore. I like the second Rush Hour movie more than the first. Yeah, I can see why, I guess. But the third one, yeah. Tim Drake's downfall when his dad killed off, and yeah. What are your favorite post-Go Kaiju Sentai seasons, not counting Dawn Brothers? Kira Major. Favorite kaiju from Godzilla series? The Swamp Creature. You have 1,149 quarters. Awesome. You are almost middle class. Favorite scene from Wreck-It Ralph? Oh, it's been a while since I've watched Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite scene would be. Buzz or Woody? Buzz. I don't like any of the space shoguns from Q Ranger. I think the villains suck in Q Ranger. They sucked when the show first aired, and they suck even worse now. In fact, Stinger's brother was not as cool as I remember him being in the first time the show aired. I thought he did a lot more than he actually did in the show. Starscream's Armada Micron Legend. I'm not a fan of that series at all, but I guess I can see why people would like Starscream. I didn't mind him in Cybertron, or Cybertron. I think it was Cybertron. Micron or Galaxy Force, was that the one that became Cybertron? 90s Marvel is pretty bad. 90s X-Men is remembered for the cartoon, which is mostly based on 80s stories with 90s designs. I do agree there. Although Age of Apocalypse was awesome. I prefer year one over Dark Knight Returns. Well, that was the point. There is a lot of things I like about Dark Knight Returns in concept, but I found the comic to be overly wordy and kind of boring. I like the animated adaptation way better. James Earl Jones retiring from Vader makes sense. Favorite Sin City character? The assassin that Josh Hartnett played. Goku or Vegeta? Vegeta. Oops. Okay. Dirty Harry movies? I've only seen the first one. I thought the first one was really good. Mario Kart for sure. Favorite Mega Man games? Well, Mega Man 2 and Mega Man X. And Mega Man X4. And then the Zero series. I actually think the Zero series as a whole is the best Mega Man series. Rodiget. That's who it was from freaking Jetman. But I like Shaddam more. I agree. Joker gets overused. I would love to. I actually want to see Clayface used in a Batman movie. Clayface, and then yeah, ventriloquist and Scarface would be awesome. But Clayface has been the one Batman villain that has not been done in movie form that I really want to see done. Yeah, for an Ava unit, the purple one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be silver. Spaghetti. Never watched Shrek. Rodan. I don't agree. Jared Leto is the worst Joker, but I don't love him as much anymore as I used to. Best Sentai villain ever made. Jofiza. No, I mean, not Jofiza. Junior. Gasha Dokuro. Is Gaiuki the best and greatest ranger ever on Sentai history between Matoi from Gogo 5? I'll take Matoi. Have you read Wolfman and Perez's New Teen Titans run? It is a Bronze Age classic. I have the first 5 omnibuses. I've only read a little bit of it way back when. At some point, I want to tackle and read the whole thing throughout. I also liked the paperback or the graphic novel they released a couple years ago. The game War Games. I think that's what it was called, War Games. I wish I had gotten that in hardcover because the hardcover would go great with my omnibuses. Thoughts on Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor performance in Batman Returns? It was just Kevin Spacey playing Gene Hackman playing Lex Luthor. Favorite Christmas Ultraman episode of all time, hands down, Taro fighting alien terrorist. Yeah, that one was that might be that's one of the few that come to mind right away. I can't say totally yes, but that's one of the ones that's coming to mind. What's your next Sentai review? Reviews help me get into this fan base. Madison Andres. Like I said, I'm doing Q Ranger hopefully by the end of the year. My plan is for Christmas Day. We'll see how that goes. Thoughts on the Ice Age movies? I've only seen the second one. It was okay. Speaking of Chinese, I should probably have some later. That sounds good. What do you think about the Waller Empire from Spielbahn? I haven't watched Spielbahn yet. Did Dragon Ball Z really need the Buu saga? No, it didn't, but you know how they love to not let things go. Is Rush Hour 3 really that bad? Oh, yeah. It is awful. Least favorite writer organization, Neo Shocker. I actually haven't gotten that far to comment on Neo Shocker. Oh, wait, Neo Shocker. I was thinking of Joe Shocker. Neo Shocker sucked. Yeah, they sucked. Never really watched awesome stuff, but recently I noticed Doug Walker is an absolute expert reviewer. He analyzes. I mean, to be fair, he is part of the inspiration for a lot of YouTubers. Godzuki or Minya? Minya. Astro World YT retracted his message. Thoughts on Don Brothers? Don Brothers is great. Thoughts on John Byrne post-crisis Superman reboot with Man of Steel? Was it a good idea to ditch Supergirl and the Legion? I actually never read that run of Superman. Was never a big fan of Superman growing up. But I have only read more modern, the 90s versions when we had him die with that stupid gimmick, brought his steel, which was cool. And then I read some 2000 stuff, which I liked. I have read some of his. I did read like his Bronze Age stuff, which I kind of found boring. And I've read Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, which is a fantastic story. And then his stuff when he's featured in the Jack Kirby Fourth World Omnibus. Andres. Oh, Andres. That would make Andres. Every time I say names wrong, Madison, I think of this Key and Peele skit of the substitute teacher, especially because I'm a substitute. Balake, Jacqueline, Tim O'Thee. Catwoman, like Catwoman more than Poison Ivy. I think Toei does still dislike Hibiki. Don Brothers, I still prefer Jetman over Don Brothers, but Don Brothers is awesome and is breaking the Sentai mold. Don Brothers is the best Sentai series since Geki Ranger. I never actually watched Halle Berry's Catwoman movie. I only watched the Nostalgia Critic review of it. Speaking of Nostalgia Critic, never checked out Saint Seiya. My least favorite Power Ranger season is Operation Overdrive. Well, of what I've watched, Operation Overdrive. And people are going to hate me for this. Lost Galaxy is one of my least favorites. I just find the season boring. Power Rangers as a whole, I mean, it's a fine franchise. It has its ups and downs, just like every long-running series. Post-crisis, thoughts on the initial post-crisis DC era in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I thought Flash, what they did with Flash was fantastic. Flash was the best thing. Like, Barry Allen is my favorite Flash, but Wally West's run is just as good. And what they did with him in the post-crisis was a fantastic idea. Too bad they ruined it all. Afterwards, when all the killing off characters gimmicks, I do like Green Lantern though because of Kyle Rayner. Time Ranger for sure. What series are you planning on reviewing next? Also, when will you consider reviewing Kamen X or Amazon? My next Sentai series is going to be Q Ranger, which will hopefully be out by Christmas. I keep going back and forth on X or Amazon. It really just depends on when I have time to do it. Both are going to be shorter series to watch, so there is that. I just don't know if I'll have time during the school year. Let's see. Bandora Hedora. What role Machiko Soga was her best in? I liked her as Bandora in Sentai. Alien for sure. What Digimon would I want to have a partner? The clown dude from season 2? Piedmon? Okay. I'm going to finish up here. Games by Mark Wolf. I'm going to not read this right now because it's just, I need to eat. I'll look at your email later, though. Hopefully. Just remind me if I don't respond soon. Kamen was the first DC movie I saw on the big screen. Sadly, that was the only option for me before Batman Begins came out. Which writer series? Well, that kind of sucks, Mark. What writer series should you get a sequel or something year after special? How about a nice Kuga versus Agito special? But Hibiki, they really need something to correct Hibiki's finale because they never actually answered who the guy and girl were because it turned out they were just homunculi. And so they have the Victorian age ones to take care of. The Makamau are still out there. So Hibiki or defeating the freaking King Orphanok would be nice in Fies. Okay. Do you think Ivan News is one of the most underrated one-time Power Rangers ever made? I'm not a big Ivan News fan. Never was. The Taken movies, I've only seen the first one, which I thought was really good. I don't even know what the Iceberg Challenge is. I think personally it would be interesting to have a Jew Ranger Mighty Morphin crossover. Although I think a Time Ranger Time Force one could be interesting. Don't know Crush Dummies. you mean Crash Dummies? Oh, and after Q Ranger, I don't know, Anthony. I have not decided that at all. I just know I do got to get through the 5-man and Abba Ranger DVDs. So I will probably watch those before I even attempt to do another Sentai series. Uh, do you feel I'm Barry Allen? Do you feel the whole dead mom killed by reverse flash for Kamen was unnecessary? I think it brought an interesting concept to it. It's just my problem is that they've killed off parents so many times at this point. It's like, why not? I think it was an interesting idea, so I don't have a problem with it. I thought the Cure Major cast was good. Being silly is now sentient. Even the adult-oriented Akiba Ranger is silly compared to Kamen Rider Amazon's Black Sun. All right. I am going to head out. I don't think I have any more Amazon reviews to read because I couldn't find the one I was looking for, but I did want to read that one about the Spider-Man toys because it was just weird. It just didn't make sense. Okay, let's see. There was a Doctor Who one. Let's see. Amazon reviews. There was one more Amazon review I really, really want to read off, and now I can't remember what it was, but that's okay. All right. With that said, I'm going to head out. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I have a Godzilla All Hail the King issue number 2 review coming out at sometime this weekend or Monday. I just have to make the final edits on it. And until next time, bye. And since I never walked away to get a drink of water or anything, just my little mini kaiju wanting to also say bye bye. Have a good night. The end.